What's up, guys? Welcome to Chiefs Chat, episode 40. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the injury that Patrick Mahomes suffered against the Browns a couple of days ago. It's been a couple of days, and obviously a lot of news coming out about this Patrick Mahomes injury. It's about the only thing that people can really talk about right now because, it's kind of important, obviously, because Patrick Mahomes is a game changer. It's just that simple. Having him in the game probably means a W. I mean, almost definitely means a W, in my opinion. Not having him in the game, we might lose, probably. I'll talk about that later, because there is a slim, a very, very slim chance that we don't see Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship game, and that means we gotta ride with Chad Henne. I'll talk about our chances, could we beat the Bills with Chad Henne? I don't know, but I'll talk about that later in this video. But right now, I want to kind of go over the media, talk about, what's really been going on within Chiefs organization and stuff like that, and whether or not Patrick Mahomes is going to take some practice reps tomorrow, we don't really know at this point. It's kind of iffy. But I'm going to take a look at a couple of media posts and stuff. I'm getting a lot of this from Instagram, so bear with me here. I don't know if these are 100% reliable sources, but yeah, I'm getting a lot of this from Instagram, so I'll throw them up here, next to my face somewhere. I don't know, somewhere. But yeah, okay, we've got a post from Chiefs Hive. I'll try and read through this. I'm not good at pronouncing things. I'm not good at English, frankly. Former NFL head team doctor for 17 years, orthopedic surgeon David Chow believes Mahomes does not have a concussion. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm a little, what? Because frankly, watching him struggle to stand up after that hit, if you guys don't remember exactly, what happened on that play, it didn't look like much of a hit. It's kind of tough to see where exactly the injury occurred within that play. Because it really wasn't that hard of a hit, and I personally don't think number 51 on the Browns was doing anything bad. I really don't think he was, intentionally trying to hurt Mahomes. So no bad blood between us and number 51. Frankly, I think a lot of people are trying to go after him like he did something wrong. I think he was just trying to make a play. But yeah, watching him struggle to stand up, that looked like a concussion to me. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that really looked like a concussion. But anyway, he believes Mahomes experienced momentary trauma to his cartopid, I don't know, you guys can see it, sinus area, where the vagus nerve is located. This would have caused him to pass out. David also believes that Mahomes will be ready to face the Bills. So that's a good sign. I like that last sentence, Frankly, the rest of it I can't read, but you know what? I like that last sentence. And what this really shows us is that there's not really a clear, definitive answer as to what exactly hurt him. We don't know if it was a concussion. We don't know if it was a nerve trauma, whatever he said. We don't know what it is exactly, which is kind of scary, but he's still, as of right now, officially on concussion protocol, which means they're still evaluating him for a concussion. And, honestly, I'm pretty confident about him being able to get back on the field for the championship game. Because, we saw him walk off the field on his own power. In fact, I think he just jogged off the field on his own power. I think it was fine. But initially, obviously, after the play, I mean, you guys can check the replay. I mean, it was kind of bad. It was kind of, personally for me, it was kind of traumatic. Seeing Patrick Mahomes struggle to stand up, guys are having to hold him up to make sure he doesn't fall down. And then, when he finally gets up, you can see he's like, he's wobbling around. It's just not good, man. It's really not good. I'm not going to go too crazy, but I feel like every time I close my eyes, I can just see Mahomes, and I want to cry. I really do. It hurts my soul to see Mahomes hurt like that. And maybe this is for a different video, but is Mahomes fragile? Does he get hurt, more than the average player does? Obviously he's running out there taking a lot of shots and stuff like that, so you can't really fault him for getting hurt a couple of times. But man, it just seems like, it could be just because, he's the quarterback, and watching him, run outside of the pocket, would make anyone nervous, especially when it's a, $500 million guy running around on the field, making plays. It's a little scary to me. It's a little concerning watching him run. And, actually, okay, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this right now, because I do not think that Andy Reid should incorporate any designed quarterback run plays in the offense ever again, or at least until Mahomes is gone. Because, oh my gosh, guys, let's not, Mahomes, he runs out of the pocket on pass plays more than anything. Most of his rushing yards come from him scrambling out of the pocket, not finding anyone to throw to, and then just running. It's happened so many times. It happens at least 10 times in a game. Mahomes finds a way to scramble, and he picks up a lot of yards doing that. And that to me, is enough of a risk on his health. Him, finding ways to get out of the pocket and scrambling on a designed pass play. But let's not make any designed run plays for Mahomes. I think that's increasing the risk of him getting hurt, and obviously it is. It wasn't, maybe the play wasn't exactly, it looked like a bit of an option, looked like he could have pitched it out. But yeah, he took it himself, and man, it's just tough. Really tough seeing that stuff. Honestly, man, but what can you say? Andy Reid, he knows what he's doing. He's doing a great job. But if I could have one kind of criticism as to what he did in the game on Sunday, it's that you can't have any designed run plays for Mahomes. He's worth $500 million. Let's keep him in the pocket. Let's keep him protected. Anyway, that's my rant there. But anyway, here we got the next post here. Okay, so this is good stuff. Chiefs Hive once again. Shout out to them. Great Instagram page. I follow them. I love their stuff, frankly. But this was posted, soon after the post that they made about the doctor, talking about whether or not it was a concussion. Patrick Mahomes is expected to practice in some capacity tomorrow. So tomorrow would be, what day is it? I don't even know. Tuesday, I think? Wednesday. So tomorrow would be Wednesday. Hopefully that's the case. I want to see Patrick Mahomes back on that field. I think he's all right. I think he's doing okay. I think, posts like these are really uplifting my spirit. I'm feeling a little bit better about how things are going to end up going against the Bills, because Patrick Mahomes being on that practice field, really, I feel like, kind of gives the whole team a little bit of a morale boost, knowing that they're going to have their quarterback in the game. So that's great. I love to see that news, that Patrick Mahomes is expected to practice, in some capacity. So that probably doesn't mean that he's going to go full pads or anything like that. But yeah, good to see that he's getting ramped up and getting ready. So, one thing I do kind of want to say is, luckily, okay, it wasn't a knee injury like that, or, the knee injury obviously he had last year against the Broncos. Luckily, we didn't get anything like that, because that would not have been good. Obviously, you didn't really know, when we saw Mahomes kind of, he was just kind of, face down on the ground for quite a while after that hit. You sit there and you wonder, oh, did he get hurt? Did he break a bone? Did he tear a muscle? Because obviously, if that were the case, he wouldn't be able to play in the AFC Championship game, and probably not the Super Bowl, if we were to even make it with Chad Henne. But yeah, luckily, thank the Lord here, that we didn't get, a bone breaking, or, a muscle tear, an ACL tear, whatever the heck, happens to football players these days. Crazy stuff. Luckily, it was just a concussion, a very minor concussion, or, whatever, brainstem stuff, trauma, whatever happened to Mahomes. Luckily, it wasn't too severe. Still just not good, man. I'm still just not feeling good about the whole situation as a whole. And I really just want to get that out there, guys, because I didn't make much of a point, regarding this injury in my last video, because I was too busy celebrating. Because honestly, guys, talking about the end of that game, man, Chad Henne, and I will say I have been pronouncing his name wrong, so I apologize, Chad Henne. I've been calling you Chad Heen, because frankly, I don't really care about you. I'm just kidding. I care about you now, because you did win the game for us. Sealed the victory. Obviously made some mistakes in that game, but what do you expect out of a guy like that? First playoff game ever as a starting quarterback, or as a quarterback in the NFL. So you can't expect him to get out there and make incredible plays like Mahomes was. So cutting the guy some slack here. But Chad Henne, man, you look back at those last couple of plays in the game, man, you just get so pumped up. 3rd and 15, Chad Henne, man, just getting what doing what he needs to do. And honestly, man, he dove for that first down marker. I was hoping that he was going to send us to the AFC Championship game on that play, but thank God that he didn't, because an even better play came on 4th and 1 when Andy Reid made probably one of the gutsiest calls he's ever made in his career. Shout out to Andy Reid. I loved that game. That was fantastic stuff. But obviously, who are we kidding around here? Because not having Mahomes next game, we're gonna lose probably. But I'll talk about that. Like I said, I'll talk about that at the end of the episode. But yeah, Chad Henne, legendary stuff. And so the second to last post here I've got from the gram, from Instagram. Chiefs Intel, fantastic page. They've got good stuff. I follow them. So we got here the picture of Wilson, number 51 on the Browns here. He's the guy that made the hit. And evidently, Chiefs players are talking about what was said after the hit on Mahomes, and evidently 51 said that's what we do. You know, Browns players after injuring Patrick, after is that a word? Injuring? I don't know. You get what I'm saying. And honestly, okay, so I think a lot of Chiefs fans are talking about this, the fact that they said that's what we do. But here's the thing, you know, I don't think they were, you know, they weren't intentionally trying to hurt Mahomes. Let's be real here. You know, I don't think this is anything to go crazy about, because I think they were just kind of getting pumped up because they were able to stop Mahomes on that 3rd and 1 play. So, you know, I really don't think, let's not blow this out of proportion. I think it was just a simple, you know, they were excited that they got to play. You know, they weren't, you know, being mean to Mahomes or anything like that. They weren't saying, yeah, that's what we do, we hurt Mahomes, you know, great stuff. They were just being happy that they got the play done. So I'm not gonna, you know, I don't think, I just want to clear that up. That's why I included this post, because I don't want people to look at that and think that the Browns were trying to, you know, say that in a way that they were, you know, excited about hurting Mahomes. So yeah, I don't think this is irrelevant, or I don't think this is relevant. If you see a post like this, I would just say, take into consideration that it's probably not true. It's probably not what most people think it is. So yeah, you know, disclaimer right there. So, all right. So the last media thing I got here. So Adam Schefter, obviously, you know, about as trustworthy as it gets when it comes to media in the NFL. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes cleared certain steps Monday, some big steps, but he remains in the NFL's concussion protocol with what is considered a concussion. And it's too early to say that he definitely will play in Sunday's conference championship versus the Bills, per sources. So the main thing here is, you know, the main thing I'm seeing right here is some big steps. You know, I'm happy to see that, because clearly he's, you know, things are running smoothly so far. You know, he's getting through what he needs to get through in order to, you know, take the steps to be eligible to play, and you know, for Andy Reid to go ahead and move him up to the active roster. He's you know, going through those steps, and he's doing a great job with it. And you know, obviously still on the concussion protocol, but you know, I think that's just kind of, you know, that's just kind of protocol. You know, literally kind of protocol here, because he did suffer a concussion. You know, whatever it was probably concussion. Either way, that's what he suffered in the game. So he's going to stay on concussion protocol for, you know, a few days here. So obviously some more news will come out, you know, in the coming days here. And here's something that I think a lot of people don't really realize. You know, there's a chance that, you know, Andy Reid kind of leaves us in suspense here, because of the fact that the Bills are sitting here right now and they're like, should we game plan for Mahomes or should we game plan for Chad Henne? Because they don't know if Mahomes is going to be back. I think a lot of people think most likely he will. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Andy Reid pulled a sneaky one and he didn't announce that Patrick Mahomes is going to officially start until the game was about to start. I wouldn't be surprised if he did something like that, because the Rams actually did something similar. You know, Sean McVay did something similar in the playoff game against the Seahawks, I believe, and he was trying to decide whether or not Jared Goff was going to be active, and, you know, he had his backup. I already forgot what his name was, but he was number 9, I think. Yeah, and they were trying to decide whether or not he was going to be active, and turns out he wasn't active, or he wasn't going to be able to play. They didn't think he was ready to play. So they went ahead and gave, I think his name was Wilford. I think John Wilford, I could be wrong. John Wilford, maybe. Number 9 for the Rams, backup quarterback. They gave him the start, but what they did was they didn't say who was going to start until literally right before the game, so the Seahawks were caught off guard there. They're like, oh, wait, we thought Jared Goff was going to play, but nope, it's Wilford. But he ended up getting hurt anyway. That was a crazy game, but either way, you know, I think this is something that Andy Reid could do. I think Andy Reid, you know, could do something similar to that, you know, kind of leaving the Bills in suspense. You know, who should we game plan for? Because obviously, you know, it's a very different game, you know, when Patrick Mahomes is in there, you know, compared to Chad Henne. Just a different contest. You know, you got to be able to game plan for, you know, the crazy stuff Patrick Mahomes does in a game. If you know, if Patrick Mahomes isn't going to play, then you can maybe focus some of your attention on other things that are a little bit more important, or, you know, are also important. Obviously, stopping Mahomes is the top priority for the Bills. But you know, maybe trying to stop the run, because when we played them earlier this year, we ran all over them, and that's another thing. Hopefully Clyde Edwards-Helaire is healthy, because he was fantastic in that game. You know, he could potentially do some great things in this game against the Bills. Hopefully he gets ready to go. So, you know, we miss you, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Hopefully you're back. You know, injuries are kind of bringing me down a little bit. You know, I don't know if Sammy Watkins is going to be back. I think Rashad Breeland also had a concussion in the game against the Browns. I think, you know, a lot of people are talking about he should be okay. So that's good. But man, you know, this is not the time to be getting hurt, guys. Come on, keep it together. You know, we got a couple of games left and we get another Super Bowl ring. So relax, you know, keep it together. Don't get hurt. You know, seriously, you're making me nervous, all right? I don't want to have to suffer what I suffered through against the Browns. Seriously, I don't. So yeah, you know, that wraps up everything I got to say about the, you know, Mahomes injury. But, you know, the last thing I want to talk about real quick. So, you know, let's kind of go into apocalyptic scenario here. So what if Mahomes doesn't, you know, he doesn't, you know, go through the necessary steps to get off the inactive list and clear concussion protocol? What if he can't do it? And what if we have to start Chad Henne? Do I think the Chiefs have a solid chance at winning? Actually, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Because of the fact that Chad Henne, he's had a lot of time to kind of get ready for this moment. I think he's at the point in this offense that he can maybe kind of get things done on the offensive side of the ball. And here's the thing, you know, I mentioned it earlier. When we played the Bills earlier this season, Clyde Edwards-Helaire ran all over them. So, you know, if Clyde comes back and Mahomes isn't back, that really boosts our chances. But even if Clyde isn't back, I think Darrell Williams can do some great things against the Bills, because we saw what he could, you know, we saw what he did last week. Darrell Williams was very, very solid. Le'Veon Bell had little to no impact in the offense, and I tried to tell you guys, you know, I don't know if you guys watched my Chiefs chat from a while ago when we signed Le'Veon Bell. I tried to tell you guys, you know, he's not really that important. We got other guys in the lineup that can really do some great things. Darrell Williams included, you know, a great running back. Obviously proving that in Sunday's game against the Browns. And, you know, Darwin Thompson doing some great things in Week 17 when he finally got the chance to shine. So Le'Veon Bell, do we need him? No. But anyway, you know, that's not what we're talking about here. I'm not too worried about this game, frankly, because we did beat the Bills very convincingly earlier this season, and I was super happy about it. It made me feel very, very confident in my team. And you know what, man? Mahomes or no Mahomes, I think this team has a lot of heart. I think this team has a lot of dedication. I think you know, either way, we can rise above it. You know, we can rise above all obstacles in our way. I think we can do it. Mahomes or no Mahomes, I'm confident in my team here. So, you know, you guys let me know what you think in the comments below, but you know, that's all I really got to say. You know, I trust this football team. You know, obviously having Mahomes would make me feel a lot more confident, you know, seriously, because Mahomes is fantastic. I mean, this guy is just a different breed. And, you know, this is probably going to be a separate video, but a lot of people talk about how Mahomes is a system quarterback. Oh, Mahomes doesn't do anything. You know, he's just a system guy. And, well, you know, we saw clear as day in the game against the Browns what happens when the Chiefs don't have Mahomes in the game. You know, we were up, what, 19-3 when Mahomes went down, and, you know, the Browns almost came back. 17-22 was the final score. So let's not, you know, let's not, maybe don't say those things anymore. Seriously. Because quite frankly, Mahomes had already driven us halfway down the field, you know, when he got hurt. And Chad Henne, all he really had to do was pick up a first down, get us in field goal range. We kicked the field goal, you know, we got the 3 points, and then that was it. That was the rest of the scoring for the entire game. Chad Henne, I love you, and I love the plays that you made in the game, you know, last Sunday. But I don't know if I trust you to really run the offense as efficiently as Patrick Mahomes. That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chad Henne. Frankly, that's just a fact, I think. You know, it really is a fact at this point. But yeah, you know, hopefully Mahomes is back, but either way, anything is possible. Oh, I love that tweet. Patrick Mahomes is so incredibly smart. Love the guy. Hopefully he's back, man. Hopefully he's back. And like I said, watching him go down like that, it was just heartbreaking. Really heartbreaking, and just tough to watch as a Chiefs fan, you know? Just tough to see him struggle to, you know, stand up and struggle to, you know, maintain consciousness, frankly, and it was bad. It wasn't good. So, anyway, you know, that's all I gotta say. You know, sorry for ranting for, you know, what, half an hour. I don't even know how long this has been, but it's been a while. But yeah, sorry, because I just got a lot to say about this injury. I think it's a tough one, and one that I think we can overcome. I think as Chiefs fans and as a team, we can overcome this. You know, I think we're good. I think we're great. And I think we're going to meet the Packers in the Super Bowl, frankly. It's going to be the State Farm Bowl, and I'm going to be excited about it. Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to love that. I'm going to love that. Obviously, I would rather have the Buccaneers, because we did beat the Buccaneers pretty easily, and I'm not scared of Tom Brady at all. But seriously, that would just be awesome. I want to have a competitive game. I really, really do. You know, seeing Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl would be awesome. And winning that game, I would really feel like we earned it as a team. I would feel so happy about it. But either way, you know, I'm not talking about that right now. That's not what this video is about. I'll probably make a video about that later, after we beat the Bills. You know, let's take things one step at a time here. But yeah, you know, I'm just super happy about where our team is at. Obviously, you know, one of the 4 teams left in the league right now, and we've got a good shot at winning it all this year. So super happy, super proud of the team, super proud of Chad Henne, and super proud of Patrick Mahomes. You know, for, you know, obviously doing what he needs to do so far to get back in this game and you know, get ready for the Bills. So good stuff, man. Super happy. So that's Chiefs Chat episode 40. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. See you in the next Chiefs Chat. Let's go Chiefs. Great stuff.